Theologians, Tim Gaines here with Week 4 recap for Christian Doctrine in the 21st Century Church. I want to begin by talking a little bit about the research project. I've read through all of your thesis statements that have been turned in. I've sent you my feedback and my comments on those, and I'm really pleased with the base of those thesis statements. Again, those are there to help set you up for success, and I think that by and large, most of those were concise enough to be able to set you up to write a really nice paper. The next phase is going to be writing your outline of your research paper. And again, this is also to set up you for success as much as possible. So if you could, turn in that outline, but please, the more detail, the better on those outlines. You don't have to write the paper in the outline, but rather than just listing like, point A, point B, point C would be like, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. If you can write a little something in there about what you're going to say about the Father, what you're going to say about the Son, what you're going to say about the Holy Spirit, that would allow me to give you a better feedback in terms of what is actually going on in the paper. So if I don't really know what you're doing, that you're just talking about some things in general, I wouldn't really know how to give you valuable feedback. And so the more detail on those outlines, the better. And then I will give you feedback before you write the final paper. So I hope that's going to be a helpful enterprise to you. This week's section was on Christology. We're going to be looking forward to a couple other doctrines this week, but I just thought I'd respond very briefly. It seemed like there was a good degree of understanding. I was really pleased with the level of comprehension that I saw with the reading and the lecture material. The major thing to hold up in front of all of us this week is to basically remind us that all of those Christological heresies that we studied mainly had to do with this kind of philosophical beginning point, which is beginning in two natures. It's what I referred to in the lecture as the philosophical model, or Model A of Christology, that asks the question, how do we take these two discrete or even oppositional natures and try to cram them into the same person or arrange them in Jesus as if they needed to kind of like be arranged next to each other, mainly because we're philosophically presupposing here that those natures are in some form of oppositional relationship. And I've tried to suggest to you that an incarnational model, or what I've referred to as Model B, is a more helpful approach on Christology there, that you take the person of Jesus Christ and he reveals to us the nature of divinity. He reveals to us the very nature of humanity, that the fullest expression of humanity was revealed in Jesus, and the fullest expression of divinity was revealed in Jesus, so that you don't have to take those two natures and put them in an oppositional relationship. As I was reading through the discussion board conversations, I still detected that we might be wrestling with this. It's still like working in our backgrounds, because I think for most of us who've grown in kind of a Western culture, we are so influenced by Greek philosophy and so influenced by a stream of Christology that still wants to begin with those oppositional natures and try to make those work. And so then we kind of throw up our hands and go, well, it's just this mysterious thing, which it is. It's a beautiful and mysterious thing, but it doesn't. The mystery in it doesn't necessarily have to be in the way that oppositional things are coming together. Because what I'm trying to suggest here is that maybe the nature of humanity and the nature of divinity are not in opposition to one another. Now, certainly divinity is transcendent, it is different, it is other, it is distinct, but perhaps not oppositional. Maybe God is for us, and that doesn't necessarily have to set up an oppositional relationship in the two natures of Jesus. I hope that's helpful as we wrestle with more doctrine this week. I'm looking forward to seeing those outlines come in. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll look forward to more good discussion this week. We'll see you later.